Joining me now is Arkansas Governor, former U.S. Attorney, and former Homeland Security Undersecretary Asa Hutchinson. I get to call you Governor, especially today as you're about to leave office, sir. It's great to see you. But your thoughts on this too little, too late visit by President Biden?
Well, Governor Abbott gave a tough message, but it was the right message. Delighted to have President Biden on the border. It's very important that he's going for this summit in Mexico City. But we wish all of these changes and this attention to the border would have happened a year ago. And so we're glad for that. This meeting in Mexico City is very, very important. That the Mexico president, as well as our president, Canadian president, meet together. But the focus should be on the border issues and going after the cartel. The cartel is devastating human lives, bringing in fentanyl. This has to be addressed in this summit, and it's an opportunity for some leverage with Mexico since we're trying to move the supply chain from China to more friendly environments. Mexico has an opportunity to benefit from that, but we got to use that as a leverage point to get them to give us better support in our border control efforts.
Well, Texas Congressman Pat Fallon joined me earlier on the program, in particular on the topic of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas' handling of the border crisis. Listen to what he told me. I want to get your reaction.
Alejandro Mayorkas, the Homeland Security Director, our office has already filed articles of impeachment on him because he has shown nothing but a gross dereliction of duty and ignored the issue and lied to the American people and lied to Congress.
What do you make of Fallon's plan?
Well, it's important that Congress, with the new Republican majority, can conduct investigative hearings on border security. Obviously, Secretary Mayorkas will be an important part of that. Secretary Mayorkas is reflecting the failed policies of the Biden administration. And so he's carrying out what has not been done well, that's been failed policy, and they've been too late in trying to change those. And so obviously those hearings are important. I'll just leave it at that. But we've got to really look at having a clear border enforcement bill go through Congress.
Well, I guess my question,
not just a comprehensive plan.
More specifically, though, my question is, Governor, is that should it be an impeachment? Should we have impeachment hearings on Mayorkas? Or because there's a lot on the plate for the 118th Congress, a lot. It is under Republican control. So, number one, should we do impeachment hearings against Mayorkas? And then number two, as this is your last day as governor, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is coming in to be the new governor of your state. You're a big voice in the Republican Party. And I want to hear what you think the Republican Party should be. What should the Republican Party do? What should the focus be for the Republican Party now that they have a chance to make a difference, Governor?
Well, let me be very clear in answer to your question that impeachment proceedings should not be based upon policy. It should be based upon wrongdoing. And so whenever there's failed policy, let's investigate and have hearings on that and trying to change that policy. That, to me, should be the approach of the Republican Congress. In terms of my successor, I'm very excited tomorrow, after 8 years as governor. Sarah Huckabee Sanders will be sworn in as the first female governor of Arkansas. I'll be there for that, and it's going to be a great opportunity. I know Sarah's got some bold initiatives in terms of education, public safety, so excited about her leadership in the future, and I'm going to continue to express my views and a message that I think is important nationally.
Well, Governor, that's my next question. I can't see you just, going to go play a few rounds of golf and not do. I mean, you again you've been a very active and a very powerful voice for Republicans. What are your plans? What is next for you?
Well, I'm sure that you can see in my background that I am in Iowa today, and I'm going to be congratulating Governor Reynolds on her reelection. They're kicking off their General Assembly, and so this is an opportunity for me to convey what I believe is important for our nation, and that is let's have a consistent conservative policy that emphasizes stronger border security, that helps us to control out of control federal spending, that makes America stronger nationally or internationally. So these are things that are important to me, and as I leave the governor's office, I do want to continue to convey that America that I see is strong and free, and that's important for our future, and I want to be a part of that.
Does that include running for president in 2024?
That option is on the table. Obviously, we have one candidate in the race on the Republican side, and I expect to have others, and I'll be thinking through that in the coming days and months.
Well, sir, if you want to make an announcement, we're right here for you on Mornings with Maria.
Well, listen, I'm always glad to be on your show, and thanks for the coverage that you give on the business side. The economic growth of our country is critical for all the problems that we face in terms of our debt. Economic growth is critical, and we have many opportunities to do better than what we're doing right now.
Governor Asa Hutchinson. By the way, I technically still will address you as governor in future interviews. I learned that a long time ago as a news reporter.
Well, thank you.
That is the proper way that we do it here. All right. Governor, thank you so much. It's good to see you.